Welcome to the Stizzy Chronicles. I'm Stizzy. On this channel, I chronicle my life, living full-time in my RV and traveling all over, working as a work camper in order to experience new and different things. Today, I'm actually doing some work today. My day's gonna start off training because I am an animal rescue and we do have an official dog trainer who is helping us learn tricks of the trade. So I'll be heading to a class today. And then after that, I'm just gonna show you other the things that I do throughout my day. At the start of training, all the volunteers grab a training kit, which includes a clicker as well as yummies to entice the fur babies. You will hear our official work camping trainer, and you will also see many of her assistants who help us during the training class. If you want to learn more about the rescue or some of the work campers featured in the video, check the links in the description. Come on, dog.
Let everybody in, dog.
Woohoo! That big old hit. No. See, you already get me in trouble.
Okay, so you got a big old handful. Get a bigger handful. And then hold it with a little bit of an opening.
Nice.
Yeah, and let her smell it.
Okay.
And then hopefully she'll try to figure out the problem. As soon as she looks at you, say yes or
Yeah, good girl.
and then give her the
Do I
she's
get
got it. Yeah, give it to her.
Girl. Part of our training today is try to distract the dogs, then get them to keep their attention on us. And I get to wear an inflatable unicorn. So I'm excited about this. Okay, that's what. That's top. Okay. Alright, I got it. I got it. I think I got it. I didn't broke it. What part about it is supposed to clip on? The bra. We'll go on the bra. So it's looking a little tight. Is this right?
Looks good. It's enough to make the dogs feel weird, so.
Wait, I'm not ready for you yet. Get in there. You see how you're stretching? 2.
Tell everyone what you're doing.
I am going to help train the dogs to become the bestest fur babies ever. Oh, we got the vacuum.
Yeah, vacuum good.
We got the vacuum.
One of our grand finales. Stiz, the unicorn skeleton.
Tip.
Christmas holidays, we get inflatable things in the yard or, floating around.
They're also amazing.
There you go.
They didn't even bark. My dog doesn't bark.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good.
Okay, so
That suits you well.
Get the 3D. That's because they haven't been putting a picture of them without realizing it with this last exercise. So the 3Ds are distance.
There you have it, a little bit of our dog training courses. And let me just make sure I'm explaining this properly. So when we are hired on as a work camper, you're hired on mostly to do animal care. Most of our work campers, they're here for animal care. But there are a few slots that are available that are for specific areas. So for example, we have a work camper and her 15 to 17 hours is for dog training. Then we have another work camper where his 15 to 17 hours would be maintenance, keeping the property up. And then occasionally they can also do a slot for someone who has a background in animal medical. So maybe like a vet tech or someone who was once a vet at some point. So they're trying to get work campers that can cover pretty much every area that we can think of when it comes to being an animal rescue. Now I'm really excited because when I first came here, we didn't have a dog trainer, but we knew one was coming. And this is fantastic for the rescue animals. Absolutely fantastic, because they're learning before they even enter a forever home a lot of the important commands that somebody would want for their fur baby to know. And then also it's just a great way to prepare them for what happens outside of this rescue. Now I'm really excited about this because I love my fur babies, but they not like train. And it's becoming more apparent to me that getting them trained, especially if you want to live this life, is definitely going to make things a lot easier. One of the issues that I deal with my fur babies are they're very reactive. But I know that I can fix that. I know that there's things that I could do to improve that. And at first I didn't care. But now that I'm wanting to camp and be in areas where there's going to be a lot of activity around me, I'd like to be one of the campers that has the quiet dog. So I got myself a little clicky, because we use the little clickers when we're working with the rescue dogs. And some other tricks that were given to us is get rid of the food dish or the food bowl. So instead of having mealtime in the morning, mealtime at night, the food that I usually would serve my animals, I need to serve to them throughout the day. And instead of them just getting food just because they're cute and I love them, they have to get food by showing me that they're learning, or at least spending some time training with them. And I think the hardest thing with all of this is me committing that time to training, me being consistent, me not folding the second they do something cute, even if it's not what I commanded them to do. So it is something that it's going to help improve my relationship with my fur babies, but more or less it's going to help me improve my discipline, my consistency, and probably a few other things. But we're working a little one step at a time. So now that that's done, I did do some training with my manager, because in addition to the hours that I'll be providing as a work camper, the volunteer hours, I now have like a job title where I will be helping my manager do some of the tasks that she usually does, and I'll actually get paid for it. So your girl kind of got like a promotion-ish. It's not really like a promotion. Promotion is just that of all the work campers, I'm going to be here the longest. And I was excited about possibly taking on some additional work and then also getting paid. So we shall see how that works. So I did some training for that, and we're all done for the day. I'm done with all my shifts. Actually, I didn't really have a shift today. I didn't have any animal care shifts, just the classes, the training classes. But now it's time to do some other adulting stuff. I need to go ahead and get some laundry done. And luckily here, we do have access to a washer and dryer. We do have to pay, but it's only like $1 per load. So nothing, right? I am still very spoiled. I've been living in an RV for 2 years now, and as of this very moment, I still haven't had to go to a laundromat. So I'm real spoiled there. I am going to take advantage of the laundry service here, and I'm going to go ahead and bring you along with me. On laundry days, there's a few things that I can do to make life a little easier. So this property is a little over 5 acres, and it just so happens where I am set, my RV is a little distance from where a lot of our common areas are. So I'll usually get my laundry all set up, and I first used to take this around and just walk down to where the laundry services are set up, and then I graduated to stealing the golf cart. So we have a work golf cart that the workers can use, and I would just take that temporarily. But now I just load up my car, get everything in the car, and then drive down to where laundry is. So we're just gonna go that route today because somebody beat me to the golf cart. I mean, they were actually working, like they have a animal care shift, so I can't like complain too much. So we got this big old bag of laundry back here. I got my little laundry detergent, my laundry, what's the other thing called? Dryer sheets. And it's really not that far that I need to travel, but I dang sure don't feel like walking with that bag, so driving it is. And I hope that nobody's washing clothes right now. I did check earlier. There was clothes in the washer. Hopefully by now that has been moved to the dryer, and then I can start cleaning my stuff. Usually, luckily, it's not a lot of work campers here, so there generally isn't a lot of fighting over the washing machine and dryer. Sometimes it's just like, hey, somebody's stuff is in the washing machine. Can I either move it to the dryer, or, we may have that question in the chat, but nobody has had to wait like hours or days in order to get their laundry taken care of. It's usually just like, okay, I'll find something else to do temporarily until maybe laundry is moved from one spot to the next, but it's been pretty easy. And I love that for me. I love that for all of us. Somebody's washing clothes, but the area that I'm in is actually an area that's intended for the community, but it's mainly for if we have van lifers here. In cases where maybe a van lifer doesn't have a full kitchen, or they don't have a full bathroom, a shower, this trailer is here and they can take advantage of those amenities. If you do take advantage of any of the amenities here, you're part of the cleanup committee. So then one of the things that you'll have to do, in addition to animal care or whatever volunteer work that you're providing, is to clean up this area. But this is where I go for my laundry. Somebody else has beat me to it. So what I will do is just leave my laundry stuff here. Oh, actually, let's check it out. Actually, they're just drying stuff. So I can get started with my laundry. One thing I love about this is first, the washing machine and the dryer are huge. Okay, usually with this big old bag I might be able to get away with like 2 loads in the washer, 2 loads in the dryer. And another thing, this is not a sponsored video for Samsung, but they got this setting on there called like Pet Care Clean. For those of you who started watching my channel in the very beginning when I still had fatty and I used to be covered in pet hair non-stop, some of y'all was like, I can't even watch the videos, too much cat hair on your stuff. Nowadays, I can actually eliminate a lot of that hair with this setting. So if y'all do have that setting on your washing machine, go ahead and take advantage of it. That thing actually works. Granted, it do take a little longer to wash. It's about 1.5 hours for the wash cycle and the dry cycle, but I think it's worth it. Especially since I like spending so much time with the cats, and some of them are heavy shedders. Yeah. This the part where I kind of be like, I hope nobody pulled up, because I'm going to drop all my dirty drawers on this ground so I can then actually sort it before I wash it. Oh. Just move fast, move quick. Nobody will know. We're gonna pause it right here. Y'all don't need to see this part. So now this is what's left. I usually just put this outside in the living room until I come and swap everything out, just in case somebody needs to use the restroom. They have space. Anybody with a washing machine with this setting right here, man, you bougie. You bougie. But that's not a bad thing. I'm not saying it in a bad way. I just didn't have that setting when I had a house, so I just didn't know it was possible to have clothes washed and the pet hair actually come off. We're gonna take advantage of that setting today. Yeah, pet care wash. So laundry is starting. And while I'm in this trailer, which we call Gateway, I'm actually going to take you downstairs in the basement, because not only is this area used as a area for our van lifers or a community area for our work campers, there's also an area where we can care for animals, and it's usually special case scenarios. For example, at one point there was a lot of cats that had ringworm, so instead of taking care of them in the cool cat neighborhood where it could possibly spread, they were taken care of here in Gateway, the Gateway basement. Now we have a mother with her kittens. It's our job to take care of mom. Mom takes care of the babies. And of course, we just monitor the babies to make sure everything is going as it should. But it's not our job to feed them. Mama's taking care of that. We just feed mama, make sure mama's okay, and just keeping an eye out for everybody. But I want to go ahead and introduce you to these little babies. As of now, they don't really have names. It's just mama. And I'm hoping with me having my little job now as the animal care coordinator that I will be part of the crew of people who get to name the babies, because I already thought of a few names for them. Stiz, Stizzy, Stizzle, Stizlet, and Stizzalicious is just a few that I've been throwing around. Hopefully some of them will get approved. I'm whispering right now because the babies are asleep. Now I'm not going to be handling them because I haven't washed my hands, but I just want to show them off because they're so cute and small and tiny. You may hear mama. She's making some noises. She's like, who are you? Why are you near my babies? Overall, she's fine when we're handling her, but she is just going to let me know I need to be careful around these precious bundles of joy. You're okay, mama. I just want to say hi. I just want to say hi. I don't want to overstimulate mama. I don't want to overstimulate the baby. So we're going to go ahead and head on out. We're going to take care of the first load of laundry. I'm going to head back to the RV and do some more, adult a little bit more. I'm so excited.